Welcome, hunters. Meet the lance,
a weapon of finesse and might. With its spear and shield, you unleash precise thrust and solid defense against monstrous foes. Block attacks, counter with precision strikes, and done through battles with unmatched agility. The lance isn't just a weapon, it's an unstoppable force. Get ready to spearhead your way to victory. Hey guys, Shawnzy here. Let's get down to basics. The lance is a fairly simple weapon. Tap to attack. Tap 3 times for a 3-hit combo. The hunter cannot attack more than 3 times, so there will be a slight delay before the next set of 3 attacks. Swipe in the different directions to perform a quick step instead of a roll. Worth noting that this little hop has slightly less distance than the actual roll. If you want to, you can swipe in any direction once and swipe down to perform a long hop. If your card level is low or you do not wish to take damage at this point, you could utilize the long back hop to avoid monster attacks. You can use this evade to cancel the slight delay after your set of 3 attacks. Attack 3 times, evade in any direction, attack 3 times, and so on. Tap and hold to guard. If you time your guard right when the monster is about to hit you, you perform a perfect guard. Visually, perfect guard will show some blue effects compared to a normal guard. After blocking, if you were not pushed back by the monster's attack, you could immediately swipe up to do a quick dash forward. At this point, tap to perform a leaping thrust. This leaping thrust does 3 hits. If you were to cut and receive some knockback, you could tap immediately to follow up with a leaping thrust. Another one of Lance's core mechanic is the counter thrust. While guarding, swipe down to counter thrust. In this stance, if the monster were to attack you, you will guard and follow up with an attack. The guard skill here directly affects how fast you can dish out your counter attack. If your guard level is low, you may be knocked back from the attack, and the counter thrust attack will only be performed after your hunter recovers from the knockback. The delay isn't that significant, so don't worry about it. You can also tap and hold to guard. Swipe down to get into counter thrust position. Immediately tap and hold to charge it up. There is no visual cue, but there is an audio cue to inform you that it has been charged, and you can unleash a stronger attack. Please note that a counter thrust attack is considered as 1 out of the 3 hit combo. So you can only follow up with 2 hits after a counter thrust before you have to hop to avoid the slight delay. Tap and hold to guard. While guarding, swipe up to perform a dash attack. This attack lets you close the gap between the monster and you. During the dash attack, you will deal many hits in succession, followed by a big hit at the end. You could also tap during the charge to perform that big hit without having to complete your full dash. During a dash attack, you could also swipe up to jump and tap during the jump to attack. After a perfect evade, you can tap to perform a side swipe attack or tap and hold to guard. The Lance special attack is a dash attack. The hunter gets into a full force dash, dealing hits to the monster if the lance connects, and ends with an explosive piercing strike. It is also worth noting that just like the normal dash attack from guarding and swiping upwards, you can also jump or use the special attack. As usual, I'll delve into the topic of armor set recommendations. I'm not an expert by any means, but this is really what I would get if I was playing Lance from the start, and how my endgame build would look like. To be efficient with resources, I will start off with Poke Lance till maybe 8 stars, and then pivot into elements. In early game, assuming the highest level monster you can fight is 3 stars. I'll go with Kulu Helm and Boots for Lock On and Crit Eye 2, Leather Chest for Attack Boost 1, Bar of Gloves for Guard 1 and Poke Waste for Poison Attack 1. From early game till Rathian Urgent Quest, we can swap out Poke Coil for Bar Off to bring up your guard level to 2. Alternatively, if you are still trying to get used to lands, you can swap out Poke Coil for Palumu Coil instead. This gives you Divine Blessing 1. Next, we can swap out Leather Chest for Bar of Chest to get Offensive Guard. After clearing Rathian Urgent Quest, we can swap out Bar of Gloves for Rathian Gloves. Hopefully by now, you're familiar with the weapon enough to activate Burst and maintain it. At this point, we do not need Kulu Helm anymore and we can swap it out with Bar of Helm for another level of Offensive Guard after you have upgraded it to Grade 4. After you're done with Rathalos quest, you can swap out Bar of Chest for Rathalos for Weakness Exploit. This works well with Lock On and you're able to hit the weak spots all the time. Now, the fun part is after you have unlocked all monsters. I will go with Radoban Helm and Boots for Guard 3, Bar of Chest and Diablo's Coil for Offensive Guard 3, and Rathian Gloves for Lock On and Burst. My overarching principle for the elemental attack builds will be to get a minimum of level 3 guard and get as much elemental attacks as I can. I will drop offensive guard for elementals since it only buffs up raw attack. Lock On is optional. For fire build, there are 2 builds. I'll go with Anjanath Helm and Gloves and Rathalos Waist for fire attack 5. Rathalos Chest for Weakness Exploit, and Radoban Boots for guard. This build only has 1 level of guard, so you have to utilize more evades and perfect evades instead. An alternate build is also for Engine of Gloves for Bar of Gloves. This will bring the guard level up to 3 and fire attack down to 3 as well. This build has higher survivability but they'll do lesser damage. For water build, I'll go with Jura Chest and Gloves and Jaguar's Boots for water attack 5. Radoban Helm for guard 2 and Black Diablo's Waist for Lock On. Alternatively, we can ditch Lock On and swap Black Diablo's Waist for Bar of Waist for guard 3. For Ice build, I'll go with Radoban Helm and Boots for guard 3, Barrier of Chest and Gloves, and Legiana's Waist for Ice Attack 5. If you really need Lock On, you can use Kulu Helm and Bar of Gloves. This will give you Ice Attack 3, Guard 3, and Lock On with 1 level of Crit Eye. For Thunder, I'll go with Radoban Helm and Boots for Guard 3, Toby Chest, Waist, and Zinogre Gloves for Thunder Attack 5. An alternate build would be to use Kulu Helm and Bear of Gloves for Thunder Attack 3, Guard 3, Lock On, and 1 level of Crit Eye. In my opinion, the lance is a really fun weapon to use since it is a combination of offense and defense. I hope this guide helps to give you a better idea of lance movesets. I would love to hear your alternate weapon builds in the comment section below. Do also let me know if you like Monster Hunter Now's version of lance. That's it for today. I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye bye!